night nurse. Don't make me want to play that song.
No, you're not.
Night nurse. Don't be coming out here. Don't be acting like frisky. What's up? Wagwan, Tina Bona, Tina Bina Bobina, Fanana Fana Fofina, Fee5 Fofina. It's Tina. It's Tina Toons. Another day. Another day. Another life. Live. Secrets on my friends. Yeah, it's early today. It's early today. I've been in the streets. I was for the streets today. I was like, streets? Wagwan. Streets is like, yo, Shabaran King, pull up. They said hi, Noodle, because you over here telling secrets.
Hi, I'm in the front today.
She's in the front seat. We call her the voice and or the camera when she want to work crazy. Another day, another life. Yo, I'm mad excited. You just finished your last play? Bro, you know what my plays was today? Bang. I leave on Monday. We got class tomorrow. And I got, yeah. Because when I get home, they're wilding, yo. I'm telling you, Discord be crazy. Y'all bugging. I love y'all, though. Y'all be bugging. Y'all be bugging. I gotta, I'm gonna turn up when I get back from Jamaica. Because y'all can't be outshining me when I get swamped. Because honestly, I have stuff, but I can't do anything with it yet. So I gotta wait till I come back anyway. So I'll drop some pictures in there. You know what I mean? I got some pictures in there for y'all. But another day, another life. Alright, what we looking at? I saw somebody had a question. Alright, so look. I'm going to let y'all know there's two things happening. There's two things going on, okay? Public service announcement. PSA. Shabarang Kings. PSA. Uh-oh. PSA, okay? This is a PSA. It's a public service announcement. All right, so the first announcement is the challenge is Wednesday. The travel hacking challenge is Wednesday. All right, the travel hacking challenge is Wednesday. I'm going to tell my students Wagwan for them on Sunday. All right, I'm going to tell my students Wagwan for them on Sunday. But the travel hacking challenge is on Wednesday. Live from Jamaica. Okay, don't tell me, oh, general admission. If you general admission, you get to see everything. If you in VIP, you get Q&A, you get the recordings, and you get, when you get two of Ben's templates, you get a couple of Ben's templates to get your rooms upgraded. Okay, and it works for him all the time. It works for him all the time. That's the first announcement. The second announcement, I'm not accepting anybody into the academy until, what's the Sunday in July? Oh, I keep saying August 1st, but it's not August 1st. It's not August 1st. It's July 31st. That's the first Sunday in August. Well, it's the first Sunday before August starts. Because technically the first Sunday in August is the 17th. So that's the first Sunday. I want to say comment. It's the 31st. Technically, that's August enrollment. All right. So if you want to get into the academy, there's only 5 spots for that August enrollment. If you're on the wait list, you're actually going to get a call to see if you're ready to actually enroll in the academy. If you are not ready to enroll in the academy, then you have to wait until September. Then you have to wait until September. All right. Then you got to wait until September. I'm trying to make sure that y'all traveling skills is up to par, because it's lacking. All right. So, like I said, bro, go. What's wrong with you? Annoying. So, like I said, it's going to be August. All right. It's only going to be 5 spots. And so far, 2 is taken. So there's 3 spots left. And that's no pun intended. There's 2 spots taken. There's 3 spots left. I'm not taking any new students until September. So July 31st is going to be the class for that. So once you get your call to actually speak about enrollment and to make sure that we got your goals down, because I want to make sure that we're servicing everybody's needs as holistically as we can. Once I check that, then if you're ready for August enrollment, and I already started. Like I said, I got 2 people enrolled so far. We're taking 5 people. So once you're ready for August enrollment, we'll see you in August. If you're not ready for August enrollment, you gotta wait until the next enrollment. I can't do the class just open like that anymore. It's not cohesive. So actually, it's great, but I want to make sure that I'm cultivating savages in all. Yeah, holistically. Yes, holistically. So, like I said, August enrollment is gonna end on July 31st, because then that's gonna be the first class for August enrollment. Yes, it's July 31st, but technically August is the next day. Okay. So that'll be August enrollment. The next thing is that you will have to wait until September. So if you don't get in the August class, you're just going to have to hear about the plays. You're going to just have to keep hearing about it. And you're going to have to just wait until September to get in. Because we're in class every Sunday. We're in class every Sunday. How much does my academy cost? To get into the academy is $3,000. I am doing a promotion right now, though. So when you speak to the rep, they'll be able to assist in whichever fashion or form that they can. Roman already knows. Roman already knows. If you've been on the fence, I don't know how many times my students got to keep telling you. I actually don't come on here and ask them to talk. Like, they come on and tell y'all because they've experienced it. They come on here and they talk to y'all because they've experienced it. Right? They've experienced it. They've been in the class. They understand it. They're like, yo, I get it. Like, I get it. And it's just retraining the mind. So, like I said, July 31st is the next time we're doing enrollment. We could talk about that and see how we could be of service. We could see how we could be of service in that aspect. You went crazy. That's because you execute, man. Not everybody gonna execute the way you do. It's crazy. We about to have a competition too. You know what's crazy? I just had to pay out $750 for the competition that we had way back in. I kept forgetting. I had a gift card that I had, and I said, I'm just gonna get out of cash. I keep forgetting. I'm gonna keep if I leave out the house without these gift cards one more time, I'm gonna forget. Then I put it in the mail. I said I'm gonna put it in the mail. I forgot to put it in the mail. Then I'm like, you know what? I don't even know why I'm acting like technology don't exist. I said, I'm just gonna Apple Pay y'all. Don't ask me. They're like, yo, what? I say, they say, yo, I forgot. I'm like, I didn't forget. I just keep looking at these damn gift cards, and it's just not it. You know what I mean? So on Sunday, I'm going to talk to my students about the challenge. I'm going to talk to I'm going to talk to my students about the challenge on Sunday. So y'all sit tight. I'm going to talk to y'all about the challenge. And I just want to make sure, like, we executing on all fronts. Like, I want to make sure that everybody's executing on all fronts. So it's only, I don't want to say plays, but it's only up. You know what I mean? Yo, yeah, I gotta see this. I'm actually gonna draw this out and put a deadline, a calendar invite, all that stuff, because I want to make sure that I can track this one. I try to have another one. Remember that one we trying to do the other day, and I'm like, damn, it was hard for me to track it. So I gotta figure out a way to track this one. But we're gonna definitely have competition. So if you're not on the wait list, like I said, enrollment is gonna be on Sunday. It's going to be July 31st is the last day to enroll for the August class. We're going to get you in, get you what you need. And remember, once you get in, like, we in here. And then September is, if you miss August enrollment, September is going to be the next time that you can enroll. So if you're looking to learn all these plays my students telling you about, I mean, they could tell you themselves, like, it's probably one of the best investments that they made, and the best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. It's an investment in yourself. I'm not cheap when it comes to me. Not gonna lie. I'm not cheap when it comes to me. When it comes to my knowledge and well-being, I'm not cheap when it comes to me. I can't be. If I'm cheap with myself, like, that ain't it. If I know that if I put an investment into myself, I could 10x or multiply whatever the investment is. I'm not even being selfish. Not even being selfish. But you could be selfish and selfless at the same time if you're doing the right thing. You could be selfish and selfless at the same time if you're doing the right thing. Because like Zig Ziglar said, if you're helping other people get what they want, by default, you'll get what you want. So in all actuality, that's why I'm always going to invest in myself, because the more I invest in myself, exactly, Maxine, I am my best investment. That's an affirmation. The more I invest in myself, guess what? The more I invest in myself, the better of a person I become. And if I'm in a situation or I'm in a position where I can be of value to somebody, I'm of best value to someone when I'm the best version of myself. What's up, Ben? I'm the best value to someone when I'm the best version of myself. I'm just saying. I posted that live. Ben, you should have seen the live I did last night, man. Ben, you should have seen the live I did last night. It was late. And honestly, I was cracking way too many jokes. It was true jokes, but I was cracking a lot of jokes. You should have seen the live I did last night. Nah, I'm definitely my best investment. Oh, man. Pure comedy. What up, Money Coach Mo Butter? No, it wasn't Money Coach Mo Butter. It wasn't Mo Butter. It was Mo something else. What was it? It was Money Coach. What was it again? What was the name I gave you the other day? It was Money Coach Mo Bread. That's what it was. Listen, I'm just telling y'all, like, the best investment is in yourself. And the more that you're able to learn something, I realized when I learn something, if I implement it within within 72 hours, I'm more than likely to follow through with that thing. Or if the person follows up with me like crazy. So if you really, really think about it, right? Imagine, and I said this earlier, imagine if from yesterday's life, you guys are doing those things anyway. And then you learn how to actually leverage it properly. You learn how to use your credit. You learn how to, and this is the problem too, because this is really the issue. You ready for the issue? This is the problem, okay? People get credit to get things, not to invest. Let me say this again. The problem is, and I can say this, I don't want to say this for myself because I didn't fully understand credit. I just knew my aunt said I had to pay off my card every week, so I did. I listened to what, do I have advice on bankruptcy recovery? Yeah, I get bankruptcy removed. I don't want to say I'm a bankruptcy killer, but I was in a movie, Shot Eyes. Boof, boof. I say no, I wasn't in that movie because that gun was trash. She said, boof. What kind of gun is that? I was like that freaking gun from Harlem Nights. Shot off with a boof. It's supposed to be boof. Boof. Blow. There we go. That's the actual sound. You know what I mean? But either way, don't you throw me off with that. Anyway, if you are really thinking about it, right? If you're really looking back and you're like, yo, I learned something, or why did I get this credit card? When I first got credit, I learned from one of my aunts who gave me we do that in the academy. I learned from one of my aunts who gave me my first real financial advice. She told me, my aunt, I love her to death. My aunt, like literally love her to death. I will kill somebody, okay? She told me, she said, don't use more than 30% of your card. The problem was, this is when it came to credit building. Oh, geez, smack devil. The problem was that it wasn't that I wasn't using. I had a Tahoe, and my first credit card, they only gave me $200. It was a Capital One Platinum. Ben, what was your first credit card?
Sheeta, I got a bad connection. I couldn't hear your question.
Yeah, sir. Now I said, what was your first credit card?
My very first credit card, like before I got involved in this, or when I first got started, like just general.
What was your starter card? What was your first girlfriend credit card? No, I'm joking.
My very first credit card was, I signed up at my college at USC. They were giving out free T-shirts, and I signed up for an MBNA credit card because it had my school logo on the credit card. And I got a free T-shirt with my sign-up bonus.
You signed up for a credit card for a free T-shirt?
That's right. That's right.
Dress.
when I think about what people do, and I tell people not to do it, I'm like, I've done it all. Like I've done it for a pack of water. I did it for a $50 Disney gift card. I mean, I literally signed up for a $50 gift card as a sign-up bonus, not knowing that if I could get a travel card, which I was eligible for, I would have gotten probably a $500 sign-up bonus. So, and you know, so a lot of people go for the scraps when they don't know that they can have the full steak. That's part of the challenge.
They can have a filet mignon.
That's right. That's right. And they're getting those end cuts there that they're throwing away, and you're like, oh, that's great. That's like what happens when people sign up for like a store like I don't know how many times I signed up for like a Macy's credit card because my aunt said, oh, I need that discount for like 15% off on that first purchase.
Don't get me started on store cards. You know I could go in on a tangent. Do not get me started. Do not.
But okay, I know you just finished talking about right now about becoming the best version of yourself and improving yourself. I mean, that's everyone on this. You know, if everybody's watching this right now, and you going, you know what? I don't think I'm going to travel. I don't think I can use the points. They give these reasons for themselves. And then about 6 months later, something happens in the family and they have to be somewhere. And then you don't have the cash to pay for it. And then you turn down that opportunity. When we talked about doing the Travel Hacking Challenge 6 months before, we said, hey, you should learn how to use this because you're already making the spend anyway. Because every dollar you spend right now, every time you swipe a credit card, that bank has purchased points from that airline, from that hotel, and they could be giving that to you every single time you swipe your card. Like, a lot of people think that the only way that the banks make money on you is by you holding a balance and charging interest, which is true. But even if you paid it off, how do they make money on rich people if they pay it off every month? They make money every time you swipe your card at a vendor, at a merchant. they're making 2%, 3%, and then you know what? That's you. If you're paying cash, you don't get any rewards. If you're using a debit card, you don't get any rewards. The only way is if you have a card that's earning you points or earning you cash back, and you can do that the right way.
They don't. You know what's crazy? So when I first started teaching like credit hacks, like how credit is working and how you can like just start maximizing how you spend your dollar, I said that in one of my classes. I'm like, do you know, like sometimes some of these stores, they'll say if you pay in cash, they'll charge you a flat rate. But if you pay with a card, they're going to charge you the 2-3% because they have to pay it anyway, right? They have to pay it anyway. Whether you swipe a Visa debit card or you swipe a Visa credit card, they have to pay a fee. Do you think they're going to say, you know what, we like Ben so much at this t-shirt store that we're never going to charge him the 2.9%? No, they're running a business. So every time you swipe your card, Chase makes money. And they just trickle some of that money back to you in the form of points to incentivize you to swipe the card. That's it. It's incentives. But if you're using the right kind of incentives, then it works. But if you're never getting in on the incentive, then it's like, oh well, you know, I never learned that. I don't know. I didn't know. I'm trying to teach you. If you go into the grocery store anyway and you're using a debit card, you do not know what 2 + 2 is. And don't tell me 4, because in your mind it's 5. Matter of fact, it's -7, because that's how negative you are. If you go to if you buy gas and you are not charging it to a credit card, and I want to say the right credit card, you just
Sheeta,
am I bugging?
Sheeta, I just wanted to check in and say hi. I'm really excited about the Travel Hacking Challenge. I can't wait to be a part of it. I hope more and more people understand what we're going to be able to do and drop this coming week. So I'm really excited about that.
Appreciate that, Ben. I think we both having bad service. I don't know if I'm going over a bridge or something.
I have to get going. Yeah, my service isn't too good, but we'll chat. We'll chat soon.
All right. But not being all seriousness, like if you're not using your credit cards appropriately, then you're just walking around with little pennies, like a hole in your pocket, and you're just letting money flow out. You're just having money flow out, flow out, flow out, flow out. And I just want to teach you. I just want to teach you how to do it. I'm like, oh shit, this is how it is? Bet. Let's go. Let's go. 2 days. 2 days, 4 hours. Done. I got you. By the time you're done, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I know how to hack. I know how to hack. Family emergency, I got that. I got to go out of town, I got that. Business trip, I got that. And don't say, oh, you know what, I'm going to pay with cash and write off the trip. For what? You could just use that cash for something else to write off. Go get some clothes. You can write off your food anyway while you're there. We got you. We got you. Ben's about to turn up on y'all. If you ain't comment the word hack in the live yet, comment the word hack in the live. Comment the word hack in the live to get the link for the challenge. If you didn't comment it, just DM me the word hack. DM me the word hack for the challenge on Wednesday. It's only 10 spots left. It's only 10 spots left. Then I'm closing it off. It's only 10 spots. Then I'm closing it off. Because I already know it's going to be a lot of questions. I already know it's going to be a lot of questions. And for VIP, we want to get to all of the questions. For VIP, we want to get to all of the questions. So I already know it's going to be a lot of questions, and I want to make sure that you get it. Because only 10 spots left. And once the 10 spots is done, that's it. I'm a teacher by trade. Y'all know this. I'm a teacher by trade. I'm a teacher by trade. I literally have a license for this. So the way I explain something, if you come on my live, you're like, yo, I learned something today on this live. Imagine when I'm uninterrupted and I'm actually following my flow. And I can get something through to your thick skull. Just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. That's it. That's it. That's it. So I was telling y'all, my first credit card was a Capital One. I still have it. My Capital One Platinum MasterCard, right? I had to put down a $50 deposit because I ain't had no credit then. I had student loans, but I ain't had no credit then. I had to put down a $50 deposit, and once I put down the $50 deposit, they gave me $200. No, they gave me $300. They gave me $300. But my aunt had told me, she said you can't use more than 30% of my card, right? The problem was she told me to use the credit card. No, my balance was $200. My balance was it was either $200 or $300. Either way, she told me I couldn't use more than 30% of the card because that 30% gets thrown out there a lot. Everybody hears 30%, 30%, 30%. She told me not to use more than 30% of my card. I used to drive a Tahoe. I used to drive a Chevy Tahoe, and for some reason, gas prices was about the same as it is now. This was in 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012. I got my Tahoe in 2009. This was in 2000 because I was working at the time. This was in 2012. I had a Tahoe. It was $90 to fill that sucker. $90 to fill that tank. I had a Tahoe. I was in the middle of West Virginia, mountain mama. Take me home, country roads. I was in the middle of West Virginia. I had a Tahoe. So every time I put gas in that car, I was at 30%. And if I'm like, okay, well, I don't get paid till next week. And I low-key work like 3 jobs. But for some reason, sometimes my check will fall on the same time. Or they will fall like literally every week. So I'm like, okay, if I got to get gas, I got to get groceries. My aunt said use it for stuff that I have to buy anyway. That's the one thing she told me from jump. She's like, if you got to buy stuff that you already have the cash for, use your credit card to build up your credit. That's all she told me, 30%. So my bill, I was paying off like $200, $190, $180 like every other week. I didn't understand statement dates. So I never even checked my credit. I'm like, okay, well, it's there. I paid off the card, right? I paid off the card. What up, Flea? I was never late. I sent somebody to your camp too, bro. I don't know if they went. I'm gonna actually text them and see if they went. I sent them the link. That shit look fire. So if I'm looking back and I'm like, yo, I got this Capital One card. I can't use more than 30% of it, but gas, when I had my Tahoe, was $90 plus groceries for the crib. I had all my friends at the house all the time. They always ate up all the food. Flea know what I'm talking about. They was always eating up all the food in the fridge, and I always kept my fridge stocked. So I'm spending like $190 at Walmart, by the way, like every other week on this credit card. And I'm like, yo, what? This cannot be life. And I paid off that card all the time. Safe to say that was a secure credit card. It has now been unsecured, and that credit line went from $200 or $300. They pushed it to $750, then they try to keep it there for the longest. But I'm like, yo, I called them up. Like, yo, I'm a grown-ass adult. I swear, if I would have recorded this conversation, promise you, you'd have thought that I drank some water when I was talking to them. So I called them up like, yo, I'm a grown-ass adult. Grown-ass adult. What the am I supposed to do with $750? I'm like, this is my lowest limit. Like, y'all have got to be kidding me. This is my lowest limit. When I first started with Capital One, I was barely making like $40,000. Working like a slave shop. I said, I do not make $40,000 anymore, and you still have not increased this limit. It don't make no sense. I said, and then I started going, I don't know if it's because I'm melanated. I started going on. I don't know if it's because I'm African American. I started going off, right? I didn't say African American, but I said melanated because I don't like to say African American. I said a melanated skin. The lady was like, excuse me, ma'am, I'm sorry, that's not the reasons. She said, we can put in a manual review for you and blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, they need to do that. I already updated my income on the form. I make this amount of money per year. I don't understand how this card limit is still $750. Press, push buttons. Boom, boom, boom. Turn around. They increased that secure credit card from way back when to $5,000. $5,000 credit card, 10-year trade line. If I wanted to sell spots on that card, I could. If I wanted to sell spots on that card, I could. Why could I? That card never, ever reports more than 2%. It never reports more than 2%. That card also has great age. Capital One reports to all 3 credit bureaus. What happened? You watching? No. I know. I was going to drop you the thing. Y'all horrible. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. So, Capital One reports to all 3 immediately, which is super great. I probably can't play here anyway. And what's the last reason? I forgot. You threw me off. Sorry. What was I saying? Capital One reports to all. Capital One reports to all 3. It's a 10-year trade line. It's $5,000. It's $5,000. It's $5,000. I'm just trying to tell y'all. That's the last one. It's a $5,000 trade line. Now, I'm not going to say that's a grown adult limit, but at least we getting somewhere. You know? We're getting somewhere. Has no late payments. It has no late payment. You cannot sell a trade line with a late payment on it. That's like giving a mom a dirty bottle to feed their child. She should throw that at your face. She should be like, and then the baby should take its poop and throw it at you too. Goo goo gaga. You do not buy a trade. You do not buy a trade line. Thank you. You do not buy a trade line with a late payment on it. You shouldn't even be selling that. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. Out of all the respectful things you could do, it's disrespectful. That is disrespectful. Out of all the things you could do, that is probably one of the most disrespectful things you could do. Okay? I could sell that spot if I wanted to. Good credit pays. Don't let anybody tell you no different. Good credit pays. I can sell that spot. I got another card like that. It's $14,000, 7 years, no late payments, only reports 4% every month. Only reports 4% every month. There was 1 month out of 7 years that card reported like 90. And that was when I was running the play and I needed to carry balance. On-time payment, 7 years. Good credit pays. Good credit pays. I think it's 8 years, honestly. I think it's 8 years. If I think about it right. I think that one's 8 years. I got another one. I'm trying to tell y'all, good credit pays. Good credit, great perks. That's the name of my academy. Good credit, great perks, right? I want to make sure that this is, and I'm going to say this for all, I'm going to say this for people who try to put you in a box. That's a lot of underscores. I'm with it. What up, Vegas Vern? I'm going to assume you from Vegas. What up, Cody? Max, Divine Crown. What up, Trey? I'm going to assume, very long. What up, Scenic? Caravante, you snuck in here and you changed your profile pic. K Morris, if y'all ain't see me say what up to y'all, it's because I wasn't looking at the screen too much. All right, so mind my manners. I gotta sometimes not look while I'm. Yo, go in the bio and book a consult. Go in the bio and book a consult. So look, hack. Okay, DM the word hack. I'm trying to teach you how to travel, yo. I'm trying to teach you how to travel. Because you know what it is, though? Sometimes once, I'm going to say some wild shit. You ready? When it comes to my head, I can't not say it. Because now it's like right here. And it's like, you know, this is your impulse center. My impulse center be on like attack mode. Like it'd be like, boom, 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 boom. And I'd be like, oh my God, I can't say it. That's crazy. I'm not about to say certain things because when you say certain things, it might come back later and bite you in the ass. I'm gonna be Karen, you know, I'd be like, oh, gotta get it out. Oh, once you pop your travel cherry, Jimmy's not here. Damn it! I'm weak. Jimmy, if you just understood what happened, I was like, Jimmy not here? Okay, I go wild out. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is so funny. Jimmy, I spoke you up. Where is my 10 million? Jimmy, I just spoke you up after I said some crazy shit. And I said, oh, good. Jimmy's not here. You can't. Yo, Leilani, you have probably watched me do that. You have probably watched me on live do that. Because you know I don't call people before I go live. You have probably watched me do that a good 7 times. You have watched me conjure people up on live a good 7 times. And the most infinite time is when I conjured up Bradley. That was freaky. I am weak. I am weak. We got 9 spots left. DM the word hack. I am weak. That's what they call it, a spelling bee. Woo! All right. So what I'm saying is, once I pop your travel cherry. Yes, Jimmy, I said it. And I know you hear. I said it twice. Once it's popped, it's like you just don't go back. It's like you can't undo it. You know what I mean? Like you can't undo it. Once it's popped, you can't undo it. And then there's a whole bunch of shit, right? Oh, you're going to get people into debt. You're going to get people. No, credit don't get people into debt. You can be into debt without having a credit card. Having a negative balance on your bank account every month. Having a negative balance on your bank account every month is debt. Having no money left that's debt. What up, Mark? I'm supposed to send you that link, but just DM me hack. Let's go. What up, King Cardo? Let's go. I'm just telling you, having a negative balance in your account every month, that's debt. Like, don't let people let you, oh, you're gonna da-da-da-da. I know plenty of people with families, literally. There's people with more credit cards than me that have no debt. Why? They just know how to manage their finances. And then we get, oh, we didn't get a leg up. This is the shit too. This is the shit. Y'all could, I'm ready for dialogue. I'm ready for dialogue at all times. Exactly. You could tell me this all day. You could sit, pull up, bro. You could sit here and tell me this all day. And I'm going to be frank. I'm going to be 100%. Let's be real, right? As melanated people, we weren't taught finances, right? Am I right about that? If I'm right about that, just put a 1 in the chat. As melanated people, we weren't taught finances. People from immigrants, people who Ideal Design Solutions. I feel like that name is really familiar and I don't remember who it is. All right, so as melanated people, we weren't taught finances. Yes or no? Just a 1 in the chat. We weren't taught finances. If your parents are from immigrant descent and they came from another country, it wasn't, unless you had financial background in that country, more than likely you came with your last and you learned how to save. But you still weren't taught the American financial system. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Right? So now we know, and I'm going to just keep spitting it. I'm going to keep spitting it. You tell me if I'm wrong. At any time, if you feel like I'm saying something wrong or fucked up, just put an X, the red X in the chat, and we're going to discuss it. All right? So if, as melanated people, we weren't taught finances, as people of immigrant descent or immigrant migration, we weren't taught the American financial system. All right. Now, if that's a 1 in the chat, right? Good. Now, if the whole time that you're raised, right, we were taught, and put a 2 in the chat if you agree with me. Put a 2 in the chat if you agree with me on this term. We were taught you go to school, you go to high school, you go to college, you get a good job. Put a 2 in the chat if you agree with that. You go to school, you go to school, you go to college, you go to you go to school, you go to high school, you go to college, you get a good job, you work for 40 years, you live on 40% of your life. Put a 2 in the chat if you agree with that. Put a 2 in the chat if you agree with that. Now, the only part of that dream or that system that's free It's the first two parts. You go to elementary school, there's free public schools. You go to high school, there's free high schools. But you know what they took out of the high schools, which don't make no sense to me? And this is where you guys start realizing that once a majority of the population or a certain amount of the population understands the rules to the game, rules change. So what did they used to teach in high school? And my dad told me this. My mom told me this. My uncle told me this. My older cousins told me this. They taught certain skills in high school. You didn't even need to go to college. You didn't even need to go to college. They taught certain skills in high school. They taught woodwork. They taught plumbing. They taught, I think, carpentry and woodwork the same. They taught electrical skills. They taught mechanics they taught engineering, working on cars. They taught actual skills in high school. How I know? Because my uncle became an electrician because of the skills he learned in high school. He learned the technical skills, thank you, Jimmy, and then he took those, got the trade, and he's working as an electrician for 40 years. My uncle is comfortable. I have another uncle, plumber, started the same way. Uncle started the same way. Now I'm gonna say something. That's in this. Like I said, if you agree with me, put a 3 in the chat. If you agree with everything I just said, put a 3 in the chat. If you agree with what I said, put a 3 in the chat. Remember, if at any point you disagree with me, just put a red X. People don't realize I'm welcome to dialogue. I'm not welcome to ignorance. I'm open to dialogue, and I can respectfully disagree with people. I don't need to agree with you. I can hear you out. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense that makes sense for you. That's just not how I'm gonna operate. If you're trying to convert me, that's not gonna work. Unless I could see unless I start. Let me put it like this. Unless I not saying understand, but unless I actually am like, okay, that makes sense. But if it makes sense for you, then it makes sense for you. So if at any point you disagree with what I'm saying, put a red X, except for tomorrow, because tomorrow's horrible, and I still have your shoes. So you could red X on that. You could red X that. How about those apples? All right, so what up? Going to November, come back in December, right? So now you got high school, you got these trades. Now here's the crazy part, right? Here's the crazy part. You ready for the bullshit? Do you know when you go to high school, right? Do you know every time they say, what up, U.S. Supreme Tax, USA Supreme Tax? Do you know that every time they say, oh, I didn't learn this in high school. I didn't learn this in high school. Oh, no, I didn't learn this in school. Oh, they don't teach this in school. Oh, they don't teach this in school. Oh, they don't teach this in school. This is the reason why I'm talking about that. What up, Brandon? There's a reason why I'm talking about this, okay? There's a reason why I'm talking about it. Oh, they don't teach it in school. Do you know that you actually learn all the skills that you need for financing in middle school? You don't learn it in high school. You don't really learn it in high school. You learn it in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade partially. All of it. The formulas you need to calculate ROI. The formulas you need to generate your profit and loss statements. You learn it in 6th, 7th grade. You learn the basics of it. And then you don't really learn it again unless your school got a civics class. You don't believe me? Why did I have my 7th graders calculate the % increase of the stock? How could I have them do that? Because I taught them the math. And it's applied it to that particular area. Last year, I had one of my students who wanted to do real estate. I had her actually calculate how to calculate return of investment on a house. And I said, well, you're going to learn it now. The problem is by the time you turn 18, you're going to forget what the hell I just taught you. That's the problem. And you're not going to relearn it again until you take a real estate class. But it's basic math. It's really not that hard. Right? It's basic math. So that's the problem, right? So if you understand that somebody's trying to give you the game, like, all right, bet, I'm learning the financial system. And one thing I know about America that doesn't happen in any other country, not a lot of other countries allow you to build your business on credit. You have to actually have cash. But in the good old USA, where credit is king, because America is credit. America is credit. They don't have enough gold to back this dollar. America is credit. and the U.S. dollar going down because the euro and the dollar about the same. And it used to be the British pound, U.S. dollar. U.S. dollar value going down. I'm making sense. If any part I'm not making sense. So it's like, if we understand, all right, well, businesses in the U.S., I could build wealth off credit. Why they keep telling us, oh, credit is bad? Mismanagement is bad. Imagine if you got a great idea. Imagine if you got a great idea and all you need is capital. But you're like, you know what? I'm going to just save my money. I'm going to save my money. I could get $100,000 in credit faster than you can save $100,000. I can get $100,000 in credit faster than you can save $100,000. I'm going to say, I can get, and I've done it. So far, I got $40K in 2 days for one of my clients. I can get $100,000 in credit faster than you can save $100,000. Let's be real. But it's all the information. But guess what? Once you learn it, you can't unlearn it. And that's the part. Because you're at the part of retention now. You're at the age and the comprehension level of retention. Meaning what? When you're a kid, you pay attention because you need to pass this class. When you're in college, you pay attention because you don't want to fail out. When you're an adult and you're like, yo, I need to get to this bag, you pay attention because you have no option. You have to pay attention. You have to. And if you want your last, you got no choice. You got to execute. Sometimes you're like, oh, I work better under pressure. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because the whole time you're doing it, guess what you're sitting there thinking? Damn, I wish I had more time. You don't want it yet. But let's be real. I wish you learned this in school. I wish you learned this in school. The whole point I'm trying to say is that once I teach you how to travel hack, you're not going to unlearn it. And then you can stop saying, oh, I wish I could travel like so-and-so. I could promise you right now, if I go on a plane, I can identify every person who use points and miles to travel. I could go on a plane and be like, you a card? Like, yo, what up, card holder? I can identify every single last one of them. Every single last one of them. You can tell who paid for their flights and who didn't. It's not even, and you're not really realizing it. It's not even like, oh, it's just what you don't know. If your parents knew, and this is where the misinformation be happening, if your parents knew that investing in stocks could change their financial future, do you think they would not have invested in Apple back in 2007? I'm gonna be frank. I'm gonna throw my mom under the bus. Do you think my mom would have bought me Apple stock instead of an iPhone? Because I had an iPhone 3G. Apple was $7 back then. I think that iPhone cost like, I don't even know, $400-$500. Do you think she would have bought me an Apple stock instead of? Do you think that back in 1991 they would have bought into Coca-Cola, Microsoft, Amazon? Let's be real. We know now. Do you think they knew, like, you know what, if I had a magic bubble and I go back in time, I will go back and do this? Do you think that every time there was a crash or a recession, I'm still figuring, I'm like, yo, where am I putting the rest of this money? Because I know, like, history just repeats itself. So do you think that? Or are you going to sit here and tell me, like, oh, nah, that's not how it works. I got to be safe. Shit might happen. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. Ooh, we gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about that. Mr. Cole to buy Microsoft in the 90s because his wife had him do something. I mean, Microsoft ain't stopped selling shares. If you want to do something, you do it. I know that 100%. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, yo, why didn't I do this? I don't think I really wanted to do that. I want to see how you want to do that because you got to plan that out. You gotta really strategize that out. I want to see that. Because I had to do that for one of my statuses. And I'm like, had to like literally like deep dive and just write all of that shit out. But I'm being serious. Then you want to say, then this is the shit, right? And that's why I'm not saying that there's no leg up. I'm not saying that society ain't fuck us over. I'm not saying that, you know, we didn't start, you know, 10, 15 years later, right? I'm not saying that we don't have a disadvantage. There's definitely disadvantages. I'm not saying that there is no disadvantage. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that we've been so conditioned to be in fear that even when the opportunity presents itself to actually understand and learn the information, we be like, nah, it's too good to be true. But if you go back in time, if you go back and look at time and they said, yo, Amazon is only $12 a share. What the was you doing with $12 back in the day? Be real. What was you doing with $12 back in the day? What was you doing with it? Fucking off with a burger. I don't say a burger. That was a salad dinner at Olive Garden. It was doing bullshit with that $12. What was I doing with that $7 back in the day? Bullshit. It was too good to be true then. That was too good to be true. And we lived it. We lived too good to be true. We live it every day. We fucking pass up some shit. Every time we pass up an opportunity, we live too good to be true. Oh, that's too good to be true. Oh, that's too good to be true. Put a 4 in the chat if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, if I'm right, put a 4 in the chat. If I'm wrong, put an X. If you agree with what I'm saying, put a 4 in the chat. If I'm wrong, put a red X in the chat. Except for tomorrow. Tomorrow don't count. You count as a person. I have your shoes. If I'm wrong, put an X in the chat. If you agree with me, put a 4. That's why I said this information changed my life. First of all, it's like, you know what it is too? It's about how it starts getting you to think creatively. Some of these travel hackers I met that's been doing this, they are one of the most creative motherfuckers I've ever, and I say, I'm not supposed to be cussing, but when I say it, I mean respectively. You know us. You know, I'm like Bernie Mac when it comes to these cuss words. Some of these cuss words, they be nice. You know, and sometimes if my eyebrow was down and I'm looking at you like this cuss word is not nice. But then when I say motherfucker, it's a nice cuss word. God damn, motherfucker, that's nice. I mean, so they are the most creative people I've ever met in my life. It starts to open your mind to possibilities. I'm gonna put an example out here. I didn't know one of my students Roman Empire before he got into my class. And he texted me something today. And I'm so happy because now he's thinking creatively. One of my other students, Derek, he's like, yo, I know how to MS. Like I took other people's courses. I'm in other people's programs. And I joined yours off of something that you said. And the way that you said it was like you free floated. Like, yo, here, take this, run this play. And I joined your class that night. And the way that you got me thinking about it, I'm thinking more strategically. If I could change your thinking, you're dangerous. That's why they program you from school. And I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. And I hate the way they program these effing. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. They don't help these kids by having them learn 85. I can't stand it. What up, Nate? What up, Tracy? I'm just telling y'all. I'm not bugging. You can just park right there. I'm not sitting here telling you, like, I'm being serious. Lady, you could have parked right there. Why you come by to me? I'm being serious. Imagine that. You went back in a time machine You know the end now, but you were scared to make that investment. But we already know, if your money don't grow while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. If your money don't grow while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. So at all points, you should be figuring out ways to have your money grow while you're sleeping. I'm just telling y'all. I'm being 1,000% honest. I'm being 1,000% honest. If I had anything else to tell y'all, that would be that. I'm being 1,000% honest. I don't know how else to let you know that that's what you got to do. Like, it's, imagine, and I'm thinking about all the people that invested in themselves. I'm literally thinking about all the people that I've met, that I've invested in, that invested in themselves, and started realizing, like, yo, if I don't change shit not gonna change. If I don't stop having this pity party for myself, it's not gonna change. If I don't start changing my thinking, it's not gonna change. If I don't start thinking that you know what it is too? You know what it is? Sometimes we don't think we worth the investment. A lot of time we don't think that we're worth the investment. Oh, I ain't gonna waste that money to learn something? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm always want to learn it from the best teacher. You don't know my name. That's what it be. And you know what's crazy? It's not even that we don't have the money. There's no lack of money in the world. When you need money, you find it. You find it. And it's not that we don't have the money. It's that we don't believe that we're worth the investment. And I'm not going to say we, because that used to be me. That's not me anymore. I'm always ready to invest. I'm like, invest in myself? Hell yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Invest in myself? Oh, yeah. Invest in myself? I'm my best investment. You know, they said LeBron spends, and I mean, he has to. LeBron spends $1 million on his body every year. That's his body. It's his business. Do you not think that, oh, that's a lot of money? If his body break down, he ain't LeBron. The longer he could keep this brand going, the bigger name he'll be. He already LeBron. The longer he keep this brand going, he ain't ready to quit playing basketball. He got to invest in his body. That's his brand. If you're not playing, there's another one. What's his name? I forgot it. I don't want to say it's Von Miller, but it's another lineman, defensive lineman. That's like, he's really good. He's really good. He spends like about the same a year on his body. But he's the best. Invest in yourself. I'm getting to the point, I'm like, yo, I need to make sure. I don't play basketball no more. I remember my dad, when I was growing up, my dad used to pay this coach to train me. And if I went back in time and looked at it even more, I would have paid more to be there more. I would have did more. Yeah, I think it's Aaron Donald. I think I was either him or Von Miller, one of the two. It was him or Von Miller. But be real. Like, being honest. Like, come on. And that's why I say sometimes when you expose yourself, 20 years in, yo, body look great. He ain't doing the McDonald's and shit commercials no more. Not drinking Sprite no more. Why? Because he's his best investment. So he going to be taking care of his shit. My mind, you can't try me. You could put me in a wheelchair all day. Guess what? You can't take away my mind. This mind, my ability to think and create is over. Dominate. I say all of this to say, we can't keep using this whole shit. Oh, I didn't learn this in school. You did. You learned it at the wrong age. You forgot all of it. They teach you so many skills when you're going through puberty. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Do you know how kids act? at 11 from 10 to 13, look at your kids. They are complete assholes. Put a 5 in the chat if I'm right. Put a 5 in the chat if I'm right. Look at the 10-year-olds to 13-year-olds. I'm gonna say 14, depending on when they started school. Look at 10-year-olds to 14-year-olds. They are complete assholes. They going through so much shit in their body. Do you honestly think they gonna remember that shit? You learn it all at the wrong time. It's not applicable to you. Applicable. It's not applicable to you. If I'm wrong about your kids between 10, if you agree with me that your kids between 10 and 14 are complete assholes, just put a 5. I teach them. I know. You got your diamonds, you got your rare ones that actually care about what the hell they're learning. But 99% of them could give 2 less. It's a Nadia Wagwan. Fat Maycool. I'm not sure what I just said. Important keys _ I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. They're complete assholes. So, like I said, once you learn how to travel hack, yes, I took it all the way back there. Once you learn how to travel hack, you can't unlearn it. Once you learn what I teach in my academy, you don't unlearn it. And then it makes you think creatively. Do you know how many times I be driving? I don't drive in noise. I drive in silence. There's rare occasions. If I'm driving with like music on, I'm in a vibe. Like I'm vibing out. But 80% of the time I'm driving in the car, it's quiet. It's quiet. 80% of the time it's quiet. And sometimes ideas will come to me and I'm like, oh, let me try that shit out. I'm like, oh, let me try that shit out. Oh, let me try that shit out. All the time. Because now it's like my mind can never get turned off. What up, mindset, Marla Marl? My mind can never get turned off. Do you know how many plays I think about it? I be just thinking, I be just brainstorming to myself all the time. All the time I'm brainstorming to myself. Like, yo, I wonder how this go. Yo, I wonder how this go. Yo, I wonder how this go. All the time. It's over now. It's over now. Because and you know what it is too? Once your mind is open, like I said, once your mind is open to it, it's like it don't turn off. I remember there was a time where I didn't know how to get into real estate. I didn't know how to get into a deal. I was watching YouTube. I was on YouTube University all day. Trying to figure it out. I learned credit. It's over. I got into 2 deals. I got into one at the end of this year. I'm in another one beginning this year. And I'm probably going to be in 2 or 3 more before the year's over. How? Mine creative as hell. I was teaching a class. I don't remember whose mentorship it was. I think it was G's or it was Dion's. And I'm like, yo, you got to be creative. But how you going to turn your creative gene if you don't know what you're turning on? Even Maxine. I got another student, Maxine. Maxine be wild. They be in here. They be in the chat. Maxine be wilding. Now, I don't know if she was like this before she got in my class fully. But I know she was quiet. And you know how I know I want to say I didn't see her in that light. But you know how I know she went crazy? Because the other person, Scenic, she turned her all the way up. Now they like partners in crime. That's probably the thing I'm the most happy about is that I'm teaching people and then next thing they're connecting and then next thing they're forming bonds and then next thing you're able to now build with people who think like you, who operate like you, who want to be in the same places you want to be, who understands how to invest in themselves. Like, if you really think about it, you're trying to beg people around you to think like you when you're not in the place you're a flower trying to be born, trying to bloom in rocks. It don't work like that. You got to take yourself from the rocks and put yourself in some soil and get around other plants who are in soil. You're trying to grow this flower through these rocks, and sometimes but the rocks start to choke it. And I'm not saying that people trying to choke you, but what I'm saying is that you don't have to beg people in certain circles to level up. And that's why I like to pay to be in rooms, because I don't have to beg them. I don't have to be like, yo, D, man, I'm trying to do it. D's gonna be like, yo, we need to do this, and that, the third. You need to do X, Y, and Z. This ABC 1, 2, 3, E, F, G, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. Come back to me for the new ABC. I don't have to beg him. I'm not gonna do none of that. The craziness that Maxine and A did over the summer, I love it. And I say crazy because for y'all it's gonna be crazy. For us it's regular. The craziness that they didn't have to beg each other to do it. I didn't even know he was doing it. You would think I set that up. I ain't set that up. They got that to themselves. And I bet you right now, once you start doing shit that makes you feel uncomfortable, when it comes down to actually doing stuff that you can get into, when it comes down to doing stuff that you can get into, that you can get with, when it comes down to doing stuff that now you can level up, you already made yourself uncomfortable. Now you comfortable with being uncomfortable. So now you can start to actually make those decisions and do those actions and move the right way. Because you already made yourself uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. So now it's like, oh, I'm used to being uncomfortable. Don't worry about it. They might give a shit how you ran that play. I'm like, yo, I just go in there. I do my thing. Audible. They already know in class. We pull audibles all day. Audible. Ready? 52. Audible. How do you know? I'm just asking, like, how do I know that now I can run this play? Well, I did this before in this situation. That's crazy, Jimmy. Ain't that crazy? I used to be uncomfortable as fuck going live. I remember when you told me, I was like, yeah, nah, I don't like being live. You said you should go live. It's like, yo, Jimmy met me. He was like, yo, something's up with you. You should go live. He was like, your personality is hilarious. You should go live. I'm like, I don't like going live. I'm not going live. Go live for what? He told me that months ago. When I mean months ago, it was a year and change ago. A year and change. When I started dropping my reels. Year and change ago. He said it. Jimmy needs to start playing the lotto or something because he's wilding. I'm being dead ass. I was uncomfortable as fuck going live. You couldn't tell that now. You don't believe me. I didn't even mention that. He did. You don't believe me. But once you get uncomfortable being uncomfortable, especially when you start taking yourself out your shell, and like Maxine said, like, once you get results one time, it's over because you know the possibilities. You understand the possibilities. Once you travel hack one time, it's over. You're going to look at travel so differently that now you're not going to limit yourself. And then guess what's going to happen? It's going to pop your mind to other aspects of credit, business, finance, because you got to get comfortable being fucking uncomfortable. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Once you get comfortable being uncomfortable, it's over. It's over. Once you get comfortable with it, it's over. And that's the whole point, is we don't like, be like, oh, I'm so scary. Nah, you got to go pop that cherry real quick. I'm about to be real wild. So you remember when you first was a virgin? Now, if you was a thought bot from birth, I don't know what to tell you. All right, I'm back to being serious. No, I'm not. All right, listen. When you was first, back in the day when you was a virgin, you was mad excited. You're like, oh shit. Like I said, if you was a thought bot from birth, I don't. All right. Now, back in the day, it's like once you get exposed, it's like, all right. It's like when you have, all right, here's a better one. It's like when you have baby food and when your mom first gave you a chicken bone. You've been eating baby food this whole time. You've been eating baby food this whole time. You've been eating baby food. You've been eating baby food this whole time. This whole time you've been eating baby food. This entire time you've been eating baby food. Entire time you've been eating baby food. And then they go and give you a chicken bone with real chicken on it. And you could choose some of it with your little 2 front teeth, 2 top teeth, 1 top teeth on the side. And next time they try to give you baby food again, you throw that shit in their face. Get the fuck out of here. You said it. You said it. That's exactly how you're going to feel about travel. But once you understand it and you leverage credit properly, it's exactly how you're going to feel about all of it. And people who talk to you, what up, Black Financial Guy? People who talk to you in any capacity, and it's not lining up with what you know to be true because you experienced it, you could call them out on their shit. That's why I have no problem calling out people on their shit. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, you don't need credit to travel. You don't. But that means you pay for it. That means we can be on the same flight. You paid $500, I paid $12. We can be on the same flight. You paid $800, I paid $150. Me and you are not the same. We are not the same. You pay for shit. We could be on the same flight. We could have the same habits. We could be on the same flight. We could have the same habit. We could be on this is the crazy thing. We could be on the same flight. Matter of fact, we could be in the same seat, same flight, same income, same expenses, same everything. You pay for everything in cash. I pay in credit. We are not the same. We are not the same. Honestly, you're losing because now I technically have more money than you. Why? The money you pay for the flight, I can still invest. The money you pay for travel expenses, I can invest. We spend the same way, though. The only thing is that my travel expenses now either go towards the food that I have to buy anyway, or maybe I have a play for that. My travel expenses go towards the food I have to pay anyway. And you have to pay for your flight, hotel, and your food while you're there for you and your family. We are not the same. You pay for shit. I'm saying right now, you can line it up. Everything could be the same. Person A, person B. They use cash for their flight. I use my points. I'm just letting you know. We are not the same. And once you do it once you do it one time, it's over. I'm like, it's over. I don't get it. I was doing this shit on accident back in the day. I just kept saying, nah, I need to figure this out. We are not the same. You pay for shit. Comment the word hack. Get your ticket to the general admission. Get your ticket. VIP general admission. Get your ticket. Get your ticket. Okay? Get your ticket. We are not the same. 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 I had somebody tell me that, oh, I just pay in cash. I just keep it like that. I said, we are not the same. Because now, you know what's the crazy part? Anytime I look at something, what up, Dimples all day? Anytime I look at something, The real Ron Fit. That's wild. Anytime I look at something, if I look at an investment, I look at an opportunity, I never look at it and my first reaction is no. The first thing I say is, how can I do it? How can I finesse this? That's what I really say. I'm like, yo, how can I finesse that? And I don't mean get by on it. I'm like, yo, how can I finesse that? Like, how can I make that shit work? How can I make that work? How can I make that work? If I can make that work, we in the door. How can I make that work? How can I make that work? That's what I'm asking. How can I make that work? Not, man, I can't do it. Once you start thinking creatively, it's never I can't. Because one time somebody said I can do it, I said, I can't do that. I said, not right now. It's a time and place. For me, just too much on my plate at the moment. For me to add that thing at that moment. I went back to it, though. It wasn't a money thing. It was a prioritization thing. But I don't let money get in the way of how I can accomplish something anymore. Because it's never, how can I, it's never, oh, I can't afford this. How can I afford it? How can I make this work? How can I finesse this shit? Once you start thinking creatively, it's over. And the crazy part is, for me, it started with travel hacking. It started with travel hacking. That's the crazy part. It started with travel hacking. It started with points and miles. It started with points and miles. For me, it started with points and miles. For me, it started with points and miles. All right, y'all. So look, I look forward to seeing y'all in the Travel Hacking Challenge. It's coming to you live. Live from Jamaica. It did. I promise y'all, it did. You wanna know why I started scaling MS and crazy years ago? You know why I used to flip sneakers? Because I like to pay for shit, and I had to fly home. You know why I started doing certain stuff? I started stacking miles crazy. Come on. You know what really, that's what started it. Because once you turn up, once it popped, the fun don't stop. All right, so look, y'all. I talk about 5 things on my life. It's a TV show for real. I be like, ooh. I talk about 5 things on my life. I talk about credit. I talk about entrepreneurship. I talk my shit because I'm from New York, and that's what we do. I speak travel hacks. And I speak positivity. 5 things on the live. I don't talk about nothing else. Nothing else. And talking my shit, that could really go into any direction sometimes. Jimmy is wild. He be having these topics. I be like, yo, bro, what you writing in the comments? That's crazy. You know who be having some crazy ass comments too? Red X Rock. He be wilding in the chat. I be like, yo, bro, I can't say the live now. You got all this shit on there. No, I'm joking. But nah, I talk my shit. 5 things though. I talk 5 things on the live all the time. All right. And we're going to always end with positivity. The last one is positivity. So we're going to say these affirmations. If you didn't comment the word hack already, you should already do that. Comment the word hack, write it in the chat, get the link for the challenge. I want to see you Wednesday and Thursday on the challenge. And you know what? I'm going to give y'all a secret. That's part 1 of the challenge. Oh, there's a part 2. That's part 1 of the challenge. How to travel hack. There's a crazy ass part 2. I'm not even going to tell nobody yet. Let's go. If you ain't write affirmations in the chat to get the affirmations, go ahead and write affirmations in the chat to get these affirmations. And when you're done with that, put a 1 in the chat so we can get these affirmations started. It's after 9, so we got to say them 9 time. Say less. It's after 9. We got to say them 9 times. It's after 9. We got to say them 9 times. 9 at 9. 9 at 9. So let's go. Number 1. First affirmation goes. Number 1. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day and in every way, I am getting better and better and better and better. I am a money magnet. Every day, money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever-increasing amounts. I am loved and appreciated. I am blessed and highly favored. I am focused, and I execute on high levels. I finish everything that I start. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. That's number 1. We on number 2. Let's go. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day and in every way, I am getting better and better and better and better and better. I am a money magnet. Every day, money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever-increasing amounts. I am loved and appreciated. I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm focused and I execute on high levels. I finish everything that I start. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. That's number 2. We on number 3. Let's go. I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day and in every way, I am getting better and better. I am a money magnet. Every day, money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever-increasing amounts. I am loved and appreciated. I am blessed and highly favored. I am focused, and I execute on high levels. I finish everything that I start. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. Let's go. That's number 3. We are number 4. Let's go. I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day and in every way, I am getting better and better. I am a money magnet. Every day, money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever-increasing amounts. I'm loved and appreciated. I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm focused and I execute on high levels. I finish everything that I start. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. That's number 4. We are number 5. Let's go. I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day and in every way, I am getting better and better. I am a money magnet. Every day, money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever-increasing amounts. I am loved and appreciated. I am blessed and highly favored. I am focused and I execute on a high level. I finish everything that I start. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's number 5. We're on number 6. I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day and in every way, I am getting better and 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 better. I am a money magnet. Every day, money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever-increasing amounts. I am loved and appreciated. I am blessed and highly favored. I am focused and I execute on high levels. I finish everything that I start. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's number 6. We on number 7. Let's go. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day and in every way, I am getting better and better. I am a money magnet. Every day, money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever-increasing amounts. I am loved and appreciated. I am blessed and highly favored. I am focused and I execute on high levels. I finish everything that I start. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. Number 8, I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day and in every way, I am getting better and better and better and better and better. I am a money magnet. Every day, money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever-increasing amounts. I am loved and appreciated. I am blessed and highly favored. I am focused and I execute on high levels. I finish everything that I start. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. We on number 9. Number 9. Now listen, on the last affirmation. We turn all of our I am statements into we are statements. We turn all of our I am statements into we are statements. We turn all of our I am statements into we are statements. We are healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day and in every way, we are getting better and better and better and better and better. We are money magnets. Every day, money flows to us easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever increasing amounts. We are loved and appreciated. We are blessed and highly favored. We are focused and we execute on high levels. We finish everything that we start. Today is an amazing day, and we expect amazing things to happen to and for us. And so it is. Amen. 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 Little sister. Amen. Big brother. Amen. Let's go. Let's go. All right, y'all. Listen up. I gave y'all the smoke for today. Don't listen. You see smoke, it's fire. It's fire everywhere. Let's go. Bars on bars. Bars on bars. Let's go. All right. So listen. I appreciate y'all for hopping in the live. Like I said, I hope to see you guys in the challenge. I don't hope. I will see your ass in the challenge. You're going to stop sidewalk watching. Stop watching on that sideline. Get in the game. EA Sports. Get in the game. That was good. That was good. I appreciate y'all for hopping on the live. Another day. Another live. No. No. I don't know what kind of croak business that was. Fresh coconut water. Okay. Another day, another life. The water did it. Sheeta 3 is out of here in 5, 4. Sheeta 3, 2. You have a